Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Today's message is going to be about the overflow. When God comes and He overflows you with so many blessings, and even in our times of trouble, that's when it's called the overflow. He steps right in. When you're overwhelmed, it's the overflow. The good overflow, the bad overflow, but He comes in the overflow. So today's message is going to be about the overflow. But let's listen to Anita Byman, and the song is called The Overflow. Yes, He comes in the overflow. Gotta get in the overflow. Let God overflow you. When the Spirit comes, you'll find everything you need in the overflow. Yes. You'll find what you're searching for in the overflow. That's when you're deep down in that spirit and you're praying and you're giving God your all, and you get up off them knees and you feel so good inside and you know that everything is going to be all right. You found your answer in the overflow. Yes, ain't nothing like the overflow. So the message that reads about the overflow comes from 78:20. He struck the rock so that the water gushed out and the streams overflowed. Can He also give bread and provide meat to His people? So in the overflow, when God crushed the rock and made the waters just run, and they would run until they couldn't run no more, that was the overflow. That's our God, how powerful He is. He crushed the rock and had the waters run through the streams, the overflow. God wants to give us His overflow of blessings, the same way He caused the water to stream from a rock. God has the power to bless us abundantly. God will pour out His blessings. When we are doing the right things and following His will and His way, there is nothing God won't do or can do when He finds us in the overflow. So we have to come to God. We have to seek Him. Get down on your knees and feel that presence. And when He comes into your room, because in the overflow is where you find your blessings in the times of trouble. And I also said God pours out His blessings in the overflow when we surrender our lives to Christ. That's the overflow. The overflow is the good and the bad times. That's when God comes. It's called the overflow. When He shows up in all those bad times, when you're overflowing with trials and tribulation, and He shows up in the overflow. It's two kinds of overflows, the good ones and the bad ones. And He shows up when He shows up in the good ones, you're just so overwhelmed that your cup runneth over, the overflow. So He said He'll do what He said He'd do. And God pours out His blessings in the overflow. So let yourself be found in the overflow. Seek Him, keep seeking Him, keep knocking, keep praying until you feel His presence, and He's going to come into the overflow. In the good times or the bad, He's going to show up in the overflow. You're going to be overwhelmed and overfilled, so it's called the overflow. Be blessed, and I ask that God allow you to find Him in His presence in the overflow. As I go on my journey, I hope to return tomorrow with another video, another message. Pray my strength in the Lord, that I will continue to keep my mind on Him and to do His will, to continue to be delivered, and to find Him in the overflow. Because when I find Him in the overflow, I get overfilled. Be blessed. And I hope to see you tomorrow if it's God's will. Let's hear Nita Byman a little bit more talking about the overflow. That's the only way I'm going to make it, she said. The only way you're going to make it is in the overflow. Got to come in to the overflow. You got to seek him. Come on in that room. Get down on them knees. And he'll refresh you. He'll renew you. He'll find you. I love this song. Hey, I hear the Spirit of the Lord saying, I'll make a way out of no way in the overflow. Be blessed and find yourself in the overflow.